Hi friends, this is Mama Latanzio. This week, heaven gained another angel, and we lost a beautiful soul. My condolences to the family, Vince, your brothers, your sisters, her grandkids and great-grandkids. Mama Latanzio was one of a kind. I loved her dearly, and you will be missed, but never forgotten, Mama. We love you. Famous Latanzio tater tots. Mom, look what Vince is serving me for appetizers.
Yeah, Mom, don't say nothing, Mom.
Oh, quando dico sto, la viene mia amato. Paroletto, io ti vedo qui a tremare. Oh Dio beato, oh quando ti costò, la vieni amato. Oh quando ti costò, la vieni amato. Fine.
I had the pleasure of meeting Mama Latanzio, 30, 40 years ago, and was there for her 90th birthday party. These are some of the pictures of the food, meat course, pasta course, cookie course. There was salad courses. I mean, Mama Latanzio was a sassy, beautiful, sweet, loving, kind woman. She reminds me so much of my mother. There was always room in her heart for more people and more love. She was known around Syracuse for these incredible gift baskets, Christmas baskets she made. And, you know, the folks in Syracuse and home in Italy, they're going to miss her. I'm going to miss her. I used to love just talking to her on the phone. Sweet, sweet Mama Latanzio. We love you. Hey, friends, welcome to the show. Mama Latanzio, she was a sweetheart. So many great stories, and I hope to get a chance to share some of those with you, along with Vince and the rest of the family at some point. Today's show, we're going to go welcome back the soil sommelier, Stephen Andrews. He's going to talk to us about a composting bin that is affordable for everyone. Then I'm going to do a recipe with Vince Latanzio, a recipe in Arizona with my friend Tom Lyons, who's from Novato. And then one more recipe from Vince. We'll wrap the show up and have a great, great week. Tell those you love how much you love them and what they mean to you. Peace, spread love like Mama Latanzio did for so many years. I'm back with Stephen Andrews, the soil sommelier. He came over, he and his lovely wife Beth came over to share his passion, which is becoming one of my passions, how to take care of Mother Earth, the soil that we stand on. Stephen, you're the bomb. I want you to know that. I mean,
I'm the soil bomb.
You're the soil bomb, right? And now we just made the vermiculture, you working with worms, and you brought this material. Can you tell us what this is?
Yeah, so the kind of composting that we did with the worms, that's low temperature. It's called cold composting.
Can I hold this up while you
Sure.
tell everyone? But go ahead, you were saying about
this is called a geobin.
Geobin.
Geobin, and it's basically a plastic-like material. It's very heavy duty. You can see it's got lots of holes in it for ventilation, and then there are these slots. And if you hold that, Curtis, I'll get out one of the keys. Okay. And there are little keys that we use. They go in the slots like this, and then you turn it, and that locks the two pieces together. Okay, so this is one big piece of material. We can change the size of this up to 48 inches around. So depending on how many grass clippings you have, how many leaves you've got, what you've pulled out of the garden, deadheading, all of that stuff can go in here.
Fantastic.
And it will compost. No more going into the green bin. You just keep it right at home, and it stays at the Curtis homestead.
So everything I do in my yard now, from let's just say pruning the citrus tree,
yes,
to cutting the grass, can go in my geobin.
Exactly.
Wow, fantastic. All right, now is this an expensive type of material?
It is not. Okay. These are online, readily accessible. They're somewhere between 30, in a group setting kind of thing, like Master Gardeners. You could probably get them for about 30 bucks a piece.
Wow, okay.
Maybe at Home Depot or whatever, they might be as much as 50. Okay. But somewhere in that ballpark.
It still pays for it though, right?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. The quality of the compost that you'll get out of here is like
the bomb. Yeah. Okay, also, for those of us that are really, you know, earth-conscious gardeners, earth-friendly people,
this is something you want to invest in, right? This is taking a material that normally clogs up the landfills, and we're making good use out of it.
Exactly. So that's, you just hit on a really crucial point. All of us, to be more earth friendly, we want to keep stuff out of the landfill, organics especially. We want to keep them out of the landfill. Let's keep it at home.
Exactly.
We're lowering the greenhouse gas emissions that are being produced, and we're producing something that's really beneficial for the garden.
It's interesting. Y'all, Stephen went through the Master Gardener program, and I just finished yesterday. When did you go through, Stephen?
2016.
2016. And
That's when I did.
we talk about this a lot. The fact is that I learned so much through that program, and this is something too, the earth-friendly concept, which I think we both had before we took the Master Gardening class.
Mm-hmm.
However, I'm really learning how to put it, I've learned how to put it into my day-to-day life. You know, so I do encourage you all, if you can take the course, do it. If not, just talk to Master Gardeners. We're all throughout the UC system, the extension service, right?
And, yes, and across the United States, actually, there are Master Gardener programs.
Wow.
Pretty much in every state.
All right, Stephen, tell me what to do, and I'll
Okay.
help out. Or
So what we're going to do is let's unroll this.
Let's
baby.
unroll it. Okay.
Let's unroll it.
Wow,
So
wow.
it has kind of a memory when you first unroll it. So it can be good. Spread it out on a lawn and let it heat up a little bit.
Gotcha.
But we're going to unroll this just to give you an idea of the size of it.
Whoops, I'm out of frame now, Stephen.
Okay.
So it's you got to do all the talking there, Big
Okay,
Daddy.
so let's pull over this way. Let's make a
Whoop.
circle out of this thing.
Oh, okay. Yes.
So we're going to make a circle.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you can see that the size is, pretty good.
Yeah.
And let's say, we maybe want to make it a little bit bigger than this.
Okay.
But if you don't want to go all the way to the ends, you can stop like here, for example.
Okay.
And
Gotta
we'll
hold
turn this around so that we can see it.
Yeah.
Yep. And you'll see the slots. And then if you could hold,
Tell me what to
actually,
do.
I'll let you hold the bin there so it
Okay.
doesn't roll up on us.
Okay.
So I've got the keys, and we find a slot. So I'm going to take these two slots right here, put them one over the other, pop the key in, and then turn it, and it will lock it into place.
Now I'm going to lift it up so folks at home can see that, just in case they didn't. Can you show that? Just kind of talk them through that again.
So here you see the slots for the keys. You put a key in, and you turn it, and it locks it into place. And it comes with 5 keys.
Okay.
So we're going to just, pick some
Every other
spots. Yeah, every.
So folks at home,
Couple.
I'm going to lower this so Stephen has a good working area. Then we'll lift it back up and show you everyone what we did.
Exactly. There we go. Okay, so there's that one.
So we got 1, 2, 3 in.
And we're going to put one more in on the bottom.
Okay.
And just for today to show everybody.
All right.
Okay, so now we have taken the 2 ends.
I'm going to walk out so I can work the camera. Is that okay?
Absolutely.
All right. So we're taking the 2 ends.
So we still have extra material in here, so we could make this circle bigger if we had more material. But for the size space that we've got, this is going to be perfect. We leave the extra material in there, and you see that we took the keys and we locked the 2 pieces together. So
Yes.
now we basically have this big open compost bin.
I love this.
So you go mow the lawn, clippings
Just
in
dump it in.
here.
Now, as you see on the bottom there, I have this old rug that I didn't want to send off to the landfill.
Right.
Okay. Now, is that okay to compost on top of that? Stephen?
Yes. So this is going to be fine. The any moisture that's in there can drain through. It's good because nothing's going to come up from underneath and go into the compost bin. So
Right.
it's perfect. And
Okay,
it'll be
good.
easy for you to harvest the material once it's composted.
I love this. Now, do I need, until we get enough compost in, should I put something to lock it in place, or is it good to go?
No, it's fine. Yeah, it's good.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So today we've covered vermiculture, composting.
Mhm.
Now what was this?
So this is a geo bin.
Geo bin.
Geobin.
I love this.
And it's really simple. And it's a great, very economical, no 3-beat system.
Yeah.
You know,
That's a little intimidating.
And
isn't it?
this is not a lot of work. So
Right.
you see there's a lot of air holes here.
Yeah.
So you don't even need to turn this baby. Just
Stephen,
let nature do its thing.
do his thing. This is, when you talk about this, I'm like, I couldn't visualize it. And now this is incredible. I don't know why I didn't know about this before.
More stuff, you can make it bigger,
Make it bigger.
smaller, you can do that.
Right.
So you can adjust it based on season. In the fall where you have lots of leaves and stuff, you make it bigger, fill it up.
Gotcha.
Then, you can let the rain come on it. It's just fine, and it'll all decompose.
So this is considered hot composting.
Yes, this will get hot as the bacteria the thermophilic bacteria start to do their thing. So you need some grass clippings, some leaves. We call it browns and greens.
Right.
Add those in there, and you'll see. Put a thermometer in there; it'll get toasty.
Wow.
And you happen to have neighbors that have chickens, so if you get
Right
a little
there.
chicken manure, add that in there. Ooh la la!
I will get some tonight. All right, so I'm going to put my first batch in. As you see, I've grown some mustard, some turnip, and I think I have radishes over there. That Lisa doesn't love those, so I just let them go to seed, and I was going to use them as a green mulch. So can I just boom? There we go.
Yep.
However, I do like the turnip bulbs. So I'm going to get some turnip bulbs, and I'll cook with those.
Absolutely.
And also some radish bulbs. All right.
Turnip greens are good too.
Oh, they'll be good in the mulch.
Absolutely.
I love it.
All
right,
that stuff would be perfect.
Okay. Cool. Okay, Stephen. Any more tips about the soil we need to know before we go have a glass of red wine?
All I can say is compost, compost, compost.
Ooh!
Mulch, mulch.
He's the man that risen up that sign.
Make it happen.
Bye, everybody. As we like to say, peace and spread love.
Spread compost.
Ooh!
This looks so
Good stuff.
It's really crusty.
Our Tuscan crusty bread. I love it. I love that crunch on the outside. This would be great with soup, huh?
Be great with anything.
Now, what are you going to make for us today?
Well, I was gonna make a quick Tuscan bread. And if you've ever been to Italy and had that hard crusted bread with all the holes inside, it's hard to find a bread like that in America. And I love that bread. Family loves it. So I thought, why not find a way to make that? My family loves Kalamata olives. And, you know, welcome to America, we have Costco. So I get the big jar of those Kalamata olives, and they are great. And they're pitted. Make sure you use pitted olives, because nobody likes to bite into a crusty bread with a hard pit in it.
Quick question for folks who are not familiar with a Kalamata, can you show us one of them?
So this is a Kalamata olive. It's a Greek olive, and it's got a lot of flavor, a lot of salt in it. And I just cut them in half, and they're pitted already. And I just get about a cup for the bread. I see 3 cups of all-purpose flour, bread flour, or any flour you want to use. I use bread flour only because I have it, but if I had plain flour, I'd use regular flour. I got 1.5 cups of room temperature water. I've got a 1/2 teaspoon of yeast. And this is 1 3/4 teaspoons of salt. What I do is I throw the salt in the flour, and I throw the yeast in the flour, and then I throw all that into a pan. And you can use a bowl, the silver bowl, metal, or you can use a plastic bowl. All you want to do now is add the water and mix. So I'm going to grab a spatula, and you just mix it with a spatula.
Before you do that, last time you cooked with us, you explained that you were a landscape architect, correct?
Yep.
Gonna say?
Just going to add the water to this, and you can see how wet it is. So we're just going to mix it up. And at this point, I'd like to throw the olives in.
It's beautiful already, folks.
Now, how long is this? 5 minutes? Not even, and you got bread. This is it. This is done. See how wet it is?
Yeah. And that's it.
That's it.
Oh, wow. Okay, now, so after you...
So the dough is done, right? So I'm just going to cover this up with a plastic wrap, put a cover on it. And let that rise for 12 to 18 hours.
12 to 18 hours.
Yep. So you make it the day before. You get up in the morning, you make fresh bread. And I like to cover it. I like to put it on my stove only because it's a little warmer than other places, because it's been used and like at that heat. I like to take a damp towel that's wet and just put it over. I just wring it out So it's a wet towel, and I put it on the oven and let it rise for 12 to 14 hours. Very easy. This is what it looks like 12 hours earlier, and this is how it rises up after 12 hours. Yeah. Again, 5 minutes. Yep. So this is parchment paper. I cut the parchment paper to put in the pot so that this doesn't stick. You can put flour down, but I like the parchment paper because everything slips right out. I've got the oven heating up. What I'm going to do, we heat the oven to between 400 and 500. I start at 500, so it's got a little bit more ways to go. So I just put the pot in empty with the top on and let it heat up for an hour. After I heat that up for an hour, I take it out carefully and I put the parchment paper in then, and I dump this dough just like it is. You can see how soft and wet it is. It's supposed to be wet. And I just scrape this out with my spatula, dump it into the bottom of the pot on top of the parchment paper, and cook it for 30 minutes with the top on at 500 degrees. I'm going to take the bread out now, Curtis. Now this is the first 30 minutes with the top on. So as you can see, the top is still on. So I'm going to take the top off now. I want you to get a look at that bread.
This is beautiful. Wow.
Now I'm going to put this back in for 20 to 30 minutes. It depends on how much you want that crust to brown and harden.
So right now this would be kind of a soft bread, you're saying?
No, it's still hard. See, it's hard, but it's not crusty. It's not dark.
So we're going to cook it now. Same temperature.
Same temperature. Never change the temperature. It's 500 when you heat the pot, 500 for the first 30 minutes with the top on, 500 for the next 20 minutes with the top off.
Why'd you get the cloth, man?
What's that?
You got a cloth?
Yeah, I just got a cloth to put it on. That's it. It's done.
You just wrap it?
I just wrap it up to keep it warm. This is done. Look at the parchment paper and how it came right out.
Nice. Easy cleanup, huh?
See the bottom?
Mm-hmm. Oh, now this is loaf. You have whole olives, right?
Whole olives, but I should have cut them.
Wow, I want to taste one of those olives. Can I pull one out?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it's so good. Nice and crusty. Thump it one more time. Bellissimo. Vince, thanks for sharing the recipe.
You bet.
All right. Bakers, y'all, this is Vince Latanzio, and I'm thinking about doing a series of at-home Italian cooking with Vincenzo.
So we're just having fun.
That's what cooking is.
You know why we cook? So we can eat.
That's the best part about cooking. Thanks, Vince.
You bet. Bye.
Dave Chappelle, where you at? Oh my God, that's hot. Ow! Dial 911. This stuff is hot.
Yeah, it's a morning wake-up drink.
Hollywood. Okay, everybody, my friend Hollywood, Tom Lyons. I've known him for how long time? 82? No, 80. 80. Yeah. 82, 80, wow. Yeah. Anyway, he is making his morning smoothie, and he is putting capsicum. He's putting, what kind of pepper are you using?
Habanero and Thai chili.
Habanero and Thai chili. He's gonna add it to his strawberries, frozen strawberries.
No, fresh.
Oh, those are fresh strawberries? What else is in there?
Mango, pineapple, and blueberries.
Pineapple, blueberry. And habanero peppers. Damn, Hollywood. Can I take a picture of you, bro?
No.
No? Come on, Hollywood.
Like mother's.
I'm gonna go neck down.
Neck down.
Neck down. I ain't gonna show his face. I ain't gonna show your face because he don't want, he's on America's Most Wanted. Him and Ice Cube. That's it, right? We're
That's
making a
it.
smoothie for breakfast.
No frozen
All right,
beer.
No frozen beer goes in there. We forgot one of those last night in the refrigerator. So now, again, the ingredients are
Strawberry,
strawberry,
blueberry,
blueberry,
pineapple,
pineapple,
habanero,
water,
habanero,
habanero, Luna, what's up? What's up?
dog bark.
Dog bark. Okay, and as remember on Saturday Night Live, for our viewers that are hard of hearing, habanero. what was that last ingredient? Ice, baby.
Not Matty Ice.
Not Matty Ice, because he's going to do it. You just because I'm a Falcon fan, right? Hollywood. So what's next? You gonna blend it? We're going to shake it up, shake it. I'm
The grapefruit, lemon, and
oh, those are
orange
from your
juice.
yard, right? The grapefruit and lemons are from your... I'm going to take a picture of his trees a little later, y'all. Okay, this is our morning smoothie in Arizona. No, I will not be tasting it just to see... Well, I might taste it just to get what's it called when you do that? You're adding more stuff to it?
Just
What is that?
chlorophyll.
Chlorophyll. Like the trees have?
Like
No, that's
the-
chlorophyll.
Like the grass has.
Like the grass has. Okay. Why do you do that?
I don't know. It's supposed to be good for you.
See, I want to take a picture and say, oh, I love that Hollywood. Oh, it's supposed to be good for you. Y'all
Had it down in Mexico. They put it in the water and the gyms, and
put
it
in the
tastes
water
pretty
in the
good.
gym.
Gyms.
Oh, gyms. I'm messing with you, man. Hollywood's smoothie. Now we're just gonna blend it up, right? I call you Hollywood. Why?
Beats the hell out of me. Hollywood Henderson.
Hollywood Henderson, the old Dallas Cowboys linebacker, and you call me Grandma. Why?
Because you wanted to eat a hot dog at 2 o'clock in the morning. We have to get out of bed to go. Here, I'll take the camera and have Curtis.
That
have
was
a
back in the day.
Picture of drinking him.
Me drinking that? I can just flip it around. Okay. You gonna take the camera? Me drinking it? I just want a little bit, man. I'm not gonna have it out. We gotta do this. Well, hold on, hang on, y'all. Tom is giving me the evil eye. You're an evil woman. You're an evil woman. Evil woman. How do you flip this thing around? There's a way to do it. There's a way to flip the camera.
hit some button.
There is some button up here that I can flip it around. Okay, people, this is the moment of truce. It smells hot. He said he forgot the lime.
Oh, wow. Go ahead.
Ain't no booze in this. Dave Chappelle, where you at? Oh my God, that's hot. Ow! Dial 911.
It burns completely.
This stuff is hot.
It's a morning wake-up drink.
Hollywood says it's a morning wake-up drink. He ain't lying. My lips on fire, my mouth on fire. I gotta go to the bathroom. I bet that's on fire too. Holla, Toms.
There's an extinguisher in the bathroom.
There's a fire extinguisher in the bathroom. It says, peace out, y'all.
The pond. It's when you use the bread as a spoon and soak up all the good liquid with the bread. And my grandpa used to do that with his pasta and everything, and you call it soup de pan.
Soup de pan.
Pan is bread and soup is like a scoop
I
or
love it. I love
spoon.
it. Well, in the South, we call it sopping.
Sopping, yeah.
Sopping.
So this is a recipe for greens using kale. This is called a Tuscan kale or lacinato kale. You can get it at most any grocery store. And broccoli. And the reason I made this is because my son would not eat vegetables unless we added cheese to it. This is a simple recipe with garlic, and I pressed the garlic. I grated the ricotta salata cheese, or I should say my son grated it. I make him grate it for this dish all the time. And this is broccoli that I had left over, and this is some broccoli that we bought, so I'm just gonna chop this broccoli up real fine. I don't like it to make it too big because I want it to cook fast.
This is baby broccoli?
This is baby broccoli, but I use regular broccoli. I use broccoli rabe, any broccoli that's available. Whatever's on sale. To get the kale, I clean it off the stems because the stems are tough to eat, so you always clean it off. It's a simple process of just pulling it off and then you wind up with a stem. I'm going to start with the hot oil. Turn the oven on. Get the olive oil. And I coat the bottom. So I'm just stirring the broccoli. I'm going to, because you can start to smell the garlic and the broccoli.
Right.
And you can see it's getting bright green.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to add the kale just right on top of the broccoli cooking. And I got it on a medium high. I'm going to go to medium temperature. And I'm going to add some chicken broth. But first, gosh knows why, olive oil.
A little more olive oil, right?
Yeah, always a little more olive oil, a little more garlic. And then some chicken stock instead of water. And what this is going to do is going to make a nice juice, and it's going to help to get the kale to cook. Now it's just going to steam. You want to cook this until the dark green kale is very wilted, very cooked, because otherwise it'll be a little tough. Okay, so I'm going to just check it now. You can see it's still cooking, see the steam coming out, but I want that liquid to stay, some of that liquid to stay, because it's really flavorful. So it's pretty much done. You can tell because the green is soft and chewy.
It smells incredible.
It smells, I think it smells like collard greens to you.
Yeah.
You know, and that's funny thing about vegetables and other dishes is it brings back memories of whatever smell is similar to that, even if it's not exactly that. So
that's pretty much it, huh?
That's it. I mean, I turn it off, and if I'm cooking something else with this, I'll leave this off and still not keep the top on to keep the heat in, and that's it.
So what's for dinner tonight?
So all I'm eating are these greens and the bread that we made earlier.
Fantastic. Okay.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plate this and add the cheese. Empty this out. You can see a little bit of that juice. So now I just want to add some cheese to this. Just as this hard ricotta shaved. And it adds a really unique punch of flavor to it that you won't get with any other cheese. And that's it.
All right, give me a little show me the camera.
That's a nice dish.
Thanks, Vince. How do you
You
say
bet.
goodbye in Italiano?
Ciao.
Ciao.
Ciao bella. Ciao bello.
And buon appetito.
Bon appetit. We poured some red wine. We're just having the kale. So Rocco, here's yours. You can get this, it's called ricotta stagionata, and that's